Good morning. Good day. And a big fat hello from the construction crew again. I need to find some crazy rich person that finds a place, a little tiny house in the woods with a fazioli where I can just play 24/7 and where it takes like 3 days to get to me. One can only dream, huh? One can only dream. But that would be so amazing. Like I would leave right now, as is, bare feet. I would gladly give up my entire Future's live catalog of music for a remote location where I can just study undisturbed and create music. I don't need no royalties. I just need food, an instrument, some recording equipment, nothing fancy, and that's it. I can't work here. I don't function well in society. I'm borderline crazy, but all these people walking around unsupervised, it's insane. Who thought that would be a good idea? Okay. I guess we're gonna do the same thing that we always do with this guitar noodles. Just noodling. That's why I call blue noodles. Good day. It happens sometimes. I love all kinds of instruments. Like, also, same with musical genres. I feel at home pretty much anywhere and nowhere. I would very much love to play trumpet or saxophone. You know, even on piano, I could barely do that. And on the guitar, I can't really do that at all. What's downtown jazz? I'm still overwhelmed to play the blues scale across the neck. I can't really do that much on a guitar. I just can play some very generic blues licks. I'm not who you think I am. I'm nobody. I'm nobody and I know nothing. And I intend to keep it that way. I'm nobody and I'm no nothing man. much all I can get out of the thing. I'm not a jukebox. But I will have soon to maybe add a couple of more scales to the guitar, because I don't really know any other scale on the guitar. I'm kind of repeating the same process that I did with the piano. Started with a blues scale and played it forever and forever and forever. I still do. And then slowly added more. But I think maybe today I should create a couple of samples and put them on Bandcamp. It's been too long since I uploaded anything to Bandcamp, and the sound library needs to grow. So that there are samples that people can use. Improv is all cool and whatnot, and learning and kind of somewhat teaching, but I need to create some more tangible results that people can use anytime on their own time. I need to bypass this delay. improve my sun picking. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. I'm fine. My name is Abdallah, or just Abi. Oh, how I am? I can only answer that question probably after some more coffee. I feel good. I got no right to complain, but I'm tired. And the construction crew is messing with my brain. Sure, give me a second. Hold up. Nah, I'm nobody. I just try to be civil. There's also a link in the description, I think. Let me fetch that. Moin, Michi. Na, wie geht's dir? Is that your name, HackerBot? Hold up, I'll give you a link to the channel. Hold up. Oh nein, gute Besserung, Mann. So, Antilles is the man who was borrowing me his guitar for years and years and years. So don't thank me. If you like any of this, you can thank Antilles that he was so kind to let this sit with me for an undefined amount of time. No? If he wasn't so busy and working hard, he'd have more time to make some music. We used to, but life is complicated. Because people realize that I'm, let's say, somewhat interested in music, they started to borrow and lend me the instruments that they unfortunately have no time to play. Aber Grippe hört sich nicht gut an. What? Who is a robot? At DG. I don't see that person. DGDDHD is not a real person, it's a hacker. It's a robot, but who is that? I don't see that person in the chat. You're confusing me. Oh. Oh my God. Stephanie, thank you. I'm reading comprehension is down the drain, I've heard. Obviously my own too. So now I've invited a bot to Discord. Great. I could have guessed by the kind of accident on the keyboard for a name. Thank you. It is a weird time to be online, to be living in general. Thank you, Stephanie. Nix. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. I hope I'm not absolutely mispronouncing it. Sehr gut, Michi. Familie und allen geht's soweit gut, oder? Hey, Steph. Thank you for warning me. Yeah, that's why I need more coffee. If I have had more coffee, maybe I could have come to the conclusion just by myself. And sorry for switching from German to English. Yeah, I will do that. Give me a second. First, I'm gotta. Yeah, TDGHD and whatnot. Yeah. I need more coffee to protect myself from the madness in this world. Cheerio, Mr. Antilles. I usually try to keep it in English so it is more inclusive. I believe like it is the language most people cheers. It's the language that most people understand, and while we are kind of in this virtual room together, it would only be polite and making sense to speak the language almost everybody will understand. Antilles, if you ever need your guitar back, you know where it is. It's in it's in good hands sometimes. Very good hands. No, I'm just I'm just talking smack again. Guitar, I cannot really say that I play it. I noodle it from time to time. Recently, I play it more, and the only thing that I can play on guitar is these two, three blues licks that we have already heard. And I'm I'm starting to practice a little bit more seriously. But pretty much the blues scale is the only thing that I can somewhat play. I'm actually, for the most part, I'm a pianist. But I love guitar. I love all kinds of music. Or sound for that matter. It wouldn't need to be music per se. But let me turn down this delay. It's not really helping for practicing. It's too convoluted. Take a different pickup. That's pretty much the end of my guitar playing. And this Super Santa thing in I don't know what key even. Uh-oh. I think I have to meet with Gunny someday because I think you can maybe still remember there is a light issue with the input It's usually not a problem, but I would still love to repair it so it doesn't have a weak point there. Sometimes you hear this kind of stutter going in and out when there's stress on the input and the duct tape is not protecting it enough. And really, that's pretty much all what my guitar sounds like. What Antilla's guitar sounds like, what my playing sounds like. There's not much more. I'm working on it though. Sorry, I'm messing too much with the pedal. And what is your weapon of choice? What is your instrument stuff? Oh. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bow. Oh, God. Didn't expect that one. Yeah, that's pretty much really what this guitar is going to sound like probably for the next 5 years. It was the same as the piano. Practice to get a little bit more precise with some picking because I'm in love with the tone of finger picking, especially some picking, because I had the unfortunate pleasure of listening to Wes Montgomery forever and ever and ever, and Wes Montgomery was out of this world. His tone is woo, but I got actually other problems. I need to practice piano. You know what? I'm gonna take a break and make more coffee. Maybe I should have recorded some of that, but on the other hand, we have too much of these recordings anyway. While I still do have some disk space to spare, there's no reason to be tracking 5,000 bars and then looking for the good bits in there. Dookie dookie. Let's have some coffee. I'll be back, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes or so. I'm not gonna leave a loop like often. I think sometimes quiet is the best music. Okay, I think it's time to put the couch away because it's way too bright to be sitting on the couch. And I can play the MIDI controller from here without hurting myself sooner or later. No, I can't play like that. All right. Just some noodles. Just some noodles. What we gonna noodle with? I don't know. Just want to hear random noises. How about some physical modeling strings? Why not? Why not? Sorry, that was loud. Okay, maybe not. Where is Cordy? Let's get Cordy in here. We can look at some notes. Why not? Doesn't hurt nobody. Is something in here? Yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to hear that. I got click allergy. I got a huge, huge click track allergy. No clickety click. Makes my mind uneasy. Okay, let's say we're in E flat for now. Did I switch down an octave? Did I transpose? No, good. That's a weird one. Didn't quite intend to play this, but it's somehow working. Okay, it's not. I just thought so. You know what? Changed my mind again. I want to hear the piano. I can hear the piano just better than other instruments. Not that it's better, but it's easier to hear stuff. Oh my God. The construction. I know these are some real first world problems, but I have not a great focus. And this is not helping. Oh my god, I can't take this any longer. If my doorbell rings one more time, I'm going to bite somebody. Dear Lord, help me. Holy fucking Christ. Seriously. 4 weeks ago, I went to my GP for an admission for an asylum because I'm not as well put together as I appear maybe on stream. Like, I have a complicated life. I got issues of my own. I'm taking care of my elderly father who is pretty ill, not just somatically, but also mentally. And the elderly lady that lives one floor below me is apparently becoming increasingly less lucid. And I would never have it in my heart to say no. 1 or 2 weeks ago, the fire alarm rang off. I went through the house to check out what's what, and I saw it was at her. It was not a big issue. She had a pan with some residual grease in there. Took care of it, opened the window, disabled the alarm and whatnot. And since then, every day, she's ringing 2 or 3 times with issues, asking me about, did you see this key? Is this your key? I already talked to her son because I also saw she had some other apparent issues that I don't need to discuss. And he told me she's taken care of and whatnot. But seriously, I was about to be an inpatient myself. I actually even was at the hospital. But because of the time alone, I wouldn't be here if I had been 2 hours earlier 3 weeks ago. Just because it was kind of late for regular admission, I had to go through the emergency shit, and I'm not an emergency. And he was like, yeah, come back next week. And because I'm a stupid smart mouse, too smart for my own good, I haven't went back yet. But I should, because I don't know how we'll ever get some peace of mind with all this surrounding me. Seriously, I have one patient, that's my father. I cannot have another patient. I'm a would-be patient myself. I can't take this shit anymore. If the next person is ringing the door, I'm going to bite his head off. Holy Christ. I didn't do nothing to nobody. I have very humble wishes. I just want to play the piano, and that's it. I don't want to get rich. Don't want to marry. I don't want to have kids. I just want to be left alone and play my piano. It's really nothing. I think I have to call her son again. My God. I can't play angry. And it's not her fault. Like, I will always be super polite and friendly. I could never be not civil. Every person deserves respect and a minimum of human decency. That should just be given, especially people in need and the elderly that are becoming increasingly lonely. But I can't fix the world's loneliness. I can't even fucking help myself. Maybe I'm too friendly. Sometimes I think there's a sign on my forehead that says, hey, I love conversations all the time. Please tell me more about it. How can I be of service? Please do unload your problems onto me. I don't have enough. No, no. I could add some more to my collection. God damn it. I need to smoke. Holy Christ, dear Lord, really, please, please. I say it again, this is how I started the stream, because I just turned on my microphone to hear how the drilling started. If there's some rich, crazy person out there who doesn't know what to do with his money, I will give you my entire future life's catalog. I am a music monk. All I want to do is make music. If you can help me make music in peace far away from society, I'm not asking for much. A tiny house and a fazioli. That's it. A Steinway would do too. Yeah, damn it. Hello. I need to get away. Far away. I need to get away so far. I need to live high up on the mountains in a tiny hut. The only way to this hut is through a valley, and I can see people coming 3 days ahead. I must self destruct if this continues. Dear Lord, have mercy on all of us. I can't go on like this for long. Sorry. I wish we didn't have all these interruptions. I can't do anything about it. I wish I could. But it's not like that. Let's go to the actual piano. How am I supposed to survive this shit? I'm nobody. I'm a tiny, quiet, and polite person. I don't want to bother nobody, and I don't want to be bothered. Why is this so hard to achieve? Okay. I think I need to hit the shower and eat something. Maybe read a book or something. I'll pack a bag and go back to the hospital. Seriously. Next one gets bitten. My God. I'm losing my mind. Maybe I should. Maybe I need to cut the microphone before I continue talking stupid shit. Uh oh. Hmm. Well, well, well. What? For what? I didn't do anything. I guess welcome, but I don't know what I did to deserve any thanks. I suppose. What's that? That's a -6, okay. I'm lacking focus. Dear Lord, please make nobody ring this door again. I tried my very best not to just waste oxygen. Music belongs to all of us. It's also not my music. The music's been there. I just try to get better to not listen to the noise, but listen to the muse and trying to channel what I can hear. I love to say I never invented a single thing. I find stuff that's already been there, quite like the Platonic idea of everything that exists in an ideal state in the idea heaven, and it's only that the soul remembers fragments of these ideal things that resurface. But today is hard. I need to call her son later. Sorry for all the bitching and moaning. I have really no right to complain. These are some pretty advanced first world problems. No, I'm boycotting Spotify. Only stuff I have is on Bandcamp, but that's not a lot. And it's not exactly music, it is more like fragments and samples that are probably not directly just to listen and enjoy to because they are so short. It's more that they could be used for other producers or other artists in whatever fashion. Everything on Bandcamp is royalty free, Creative Commons, 48 kilohertz, 24-bit undisert. So when people do moving picture, it already has the right sample rate for that. But I need to find a way to actually make an adequate living from music because I'm not actually willing to do something else unless I will be threatened with famine or homelessness. And just playing and practicing jazz piano is not gonna cut it. Especially when you're self-taught and don't have repertoire. I can improvise all day, but don't ask me to play Happy Birthday. I couldn't do that. That didn't make any sense. But well, what makes sense anyway, huh? It's a good way to live, but it's a hard way to live. And it only can be done. I'm assuming you also live in the Western world bubble. And that's only possible when not actually fighting for survival. Oh my goodness. I think I need to eat something and hit the shower. Well, well, well. I hope I come back later without a heavy mood. Because thank you so much for saying that, kind soul. I try to I try to keep it up. It's not hard to find me. I'm online pretty much every day. I'm kind of missing the resolution, but I guess that's kind of like life, huh? Happy practice. May the muse be with you. Try to be good to yourself and others. God bless you. Good night.